Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. I have a lot of palettes. I'm not going to lie. I have a lot of palettes. So, for me to be able to gather my thoughts, I'm going to break them down into three different sections. I have a set of drawers underneath my table that have or that has three drawers in it. That's where I store the majority of my palettes. Um, so I'm going to basically take each drawer. One of the drawers is 90% ColourPop, so I'm going to separate the ColourPop into just a category or just a video of its own, and then I'm going to do the other two sections. So today with all that being said, today we're going to go through 36 palettes. And I'm not going to lie, most of these I actually think I'm going to get rid of most of these. Not because they're not good palettes, it's just I shouldn't keep things that I'm not necessarily going to use. There are things in here that I want because I will use them. However, I'm not like 100% sure that me keeping them is the best thing. So, and before any of you ask, I did do this look. It is, sorry, I have a hair loose there. It is coming up, or it was posted earlier. And I'll have an update on health-wise as soon as I know more. So, okay, we're going to get into these 36 palettes. So, where to start? Okay. A lot of people don't talk about this person because of controversies. I don't see I own these. I want to use them. I'm going to use them. Um, this is the conspiracy tablet between Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. And I'm not going to swatch everything because we'd be here for forever. But this was an iconic palette when it came out. And I do actually love these colors and I do want to use this more. I just have been hiding it away because there's controversy and there's a whole thing. But here's what I think. Controversy is controversy, no matter which way you look at it. There's going to be people who agree with me. There's going to be people who disagree with me. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I like the makeup. I'm going to use it. I hope you understand that. So this palette I am going to keep. He also had, oh goodness, it's been forever since I've looked at this. I think this was a royal purple, or obviously it's purple in some way, shape, or form. This was a palette that I absolutely had to have because I even kept the little shade saver. But look at those colors. They are beautiful. They are not shifty shades, not the shades that I like to use now, but they're still great. Great pigment, I mean, Jeffree Star does really good makeup. He really does. So I am going to keep this one as well. Then this was his Alien palette that he put out a super long time ago. And I got this in a mystery box. And this is shade, he no longer makes this palette. This one is no longer being sold. This is basically a collector's item. And have I even used it? I have used, I think I actually only swatched this. I don't think I actually used any of the shades, but I love these shades. You'll see, I love the grungy green type shades. So I am going to keep this one as well. I'm just going to start using them also. Now, since we're on Jeffree Star anyway, we might as well keep going on. This is a mini jawbreaker or a mini breaker palette, and this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. However, I got this again in a mystery box, and 100% honesty, I don't need this particular, I don't need this one. So I am going to declutter this one. Here again this is the mini controversy, and this is what it looks like. And when it was coming out, when they were doing the documentary, when they were doing everything, there was supposed to be a green shade here in the middle. And when you bought this palette, they didn't show what the colors were going to be inside in any of them. You just got it as it was. And there was supposed to be a shiny green color in here. And it's over there somewhere. It's over in my, but they didn't put it in the palette. And so many people said, put it back. And so they sent out the color, or you could get the other, you could buy it again with the green shade in the middle that said, put it back. That's what they named the green shadow. But again, I don't need this one, so I am going to go ahead and declutter this one. This here, it is a beautiful palette. Like, just looking at that is beautiful. And then you open it up. Whoo, I want to show you the Shade Saver. Hopefully you can see that. How gorgeous that is. And I obviously kept it. But this is the color story. And these are pretty colors, but nothing fantastic, nothing unusual, nothing, unfortunately, that I want to use. So I am going to go ahead and declutter that one. Now, for some ones that I'm going to keep, this is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell Volume 2. I wanted Moonspell Volume 1, but I could not get my hands on it before they decided to discontinue it. So I have never gotten the Volume 1, and it is a coveted, sorry, I have dogs. It is a coveted palette, but this is the second palette that he did with these kind of color, or the second volume of Moonspell, and all of the shades. There's Agatha, Luna, as in Luna Lovegood, Mildred, Myrtle, Misty, Alex, Cameron, Sally, Jillian, Willow. I mean, all of these are witches' names. And they're beautiful colors. And so I will be forever keeping my Moonspell Volume 2. That's just, and I keep it in its box. I love this artwork, but I want to keep it protected. So I am keeping that one. Here's another one that is absolutely beautiful. This is Tati Beauty, which is a brand no more, which should have been able to continue to make palette after palette. Tati Beauty, or Tati herself, is a beautiful, beautiful woman. and she came up with this, and each column has the same color but in different formulas, and they're beautiful. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. I absolutely love this one, Aurora. Or Aura. I love this. This will never be out of my collection, no matter what. She stays. So there's that. This one is from Beauty Bay and Nikki Tutorials. Now, she had a fun side and a dark side. And then, oh, yep, there is. So here are like the kind of shadows they are, and obviously that, but this is her color story, and she has a whole video on what these were all named and why they were named the way they were. But I haven't used this in a minute, but I love this, and I love the brand, and I love Nikki Tutorial, so I am keeping this one. I'm afraid if I keep stacking them up over there, it's going to be a problem. But just because these are all kind of wonky. But anyway, I have very few Morphe products. I have brushes and I have this palette, and I think that's it from Morphe. And this is the 24A Artist Pass. And I know I'm weird. I keep the little shade saver, but I love this. This shade right here, I don't know if you can see it. It has little stars in it. And that is the main reason why I bought this palette, because when I do my Seahawk looks, I use that shade to put the stars up and have them on. I love this, so I am going to keep it. Now I'm going to, switch it out. This is BH Cosmetic Zodiac Love Signs. And when I saw this, I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought it was so pretty, so beautiful, and it really is. Like, it's gorgeous. I love the shades. I love everything about it. However, it is a huge palette, and it's kind of awkward, and I am going to go ahead and declutter this one. So that's out of there. This is Hypernova, and this is from the Sugar Drizzle. It's called Sugar Drizzle Polish, if you look it up on Instagram, but these are the colors that come in this palette, and it's beautiful, and I think I've used it one time. I think I've done a look with it one time. I'm not even sure if I did it for a video, but I've used this one time, and I think I've had it 3 years. I want to say 3 years. So with that being said, I obviously have other palettes that I like to use more. So this one is going into the declutter pile. Sigma Warm Neutrals. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Beautiful palette for someone who loves neutrals. Have you looked at my eyes? I know that when I did the look with this palette, everyone said that they loved the way this looked on my eyes. But 1000% honesty, I would reach for my other palettes, even with a neutral look in mind, over this one. This does not draw me in. So I am going to put this in the declutter pile also. This is Pure and Raw Beauty Christie. I love Raw Beauty Christie. I think she is a phenomenal artist. I think she is a wonderful person. I love the way she is raising her son. So this came out in 2020. I believe this came out in 2020. And I thought it was so unique. So half of it are the neutrals with a very shimmery shade in the middle. So these are the type of colors that I would go for. But then on the other side has color everywhere. And this color is beautiful in the middle. And I don't hear much about, like, I watch makeup videos all the time. And I don't hear much about Pure as far as a brand goes very often. And I've kept it in the box just because I love this artwork all the way around it. Love it. I'm keeping this one. Okay. So this is one of my other Ofra. I had done a highlighter declutter, and I don't know which one's going up, which one isn't. But this is my Ofra and Samantha March collab palette, and this is a highlighter, this is a bronzer, this is a blush, and these are 8 shadows that you can do a whole look with. And this would be a fun palette to travel with. Like, this is a one and done type situation. You can do looks with it and everything. And one day, I want to meet Samantha March, and I want to have her sign my palette. She does creators and friends. She does group trips. She does Smangy trips. Her, Samantha, and Angelica Nyquist, they do trips together. And you've heard me talk about Angie several times. One day I'm going to get this signed by her. So there's that. This is Life's a Draft by Lunar Beauty. And Life's a Drag. That's a Life's a Draft. This is Life's a Drag. And he has upgraded this to a bigger set of everything. And it's beautiful. But I've used it one time, I think. One time. And I've had it 4 years. And the collector in me says, keep. And the new me says, it's okay to go. So I'm going to declutter that one. This is the Moon Slice Beauty Palette. And I kept it because it's so pretty. And I want to use it. And I'm opening it up. And I'm still thinking. And I'm thinking, I have not even swatched it. And these are beautiful. They're beautiful, beautiful. However, in my heart of hearts, in my everything that I know about myself, I have so many palettes. And this is something that I could donate or give to somebody that is brand spanking new, that needs or wants makeup or whatever. I'm going to declutter it. Okay. Don't judge. Game of Thrones and Urban Decay. I have to show you what this does. So obviously it comes with a mirror, comes with a saying, comes with a throne, And then you pull this out. I don't want to pull it all the way out, but you pull this out. There are colors. It's beautiful. I have used it one time, but it's not going anywhere because it's Game of Thrones. And it needs to stay right there in my collection. This is my Glam Light and Chocolate Donut collection, or palette. This is what I got with my, again, you'll see in my highlighter and face palette. I got the Chocolate S'more with this palette. I think I ordered them together. I'm not sure if they came together or not, but this is what I ordered with that. It's squishy. It's a squishy donut. Okay. And I have used this several times, but here are neutrals again, like the warm neutrals. This palette would be something I would reach for over that. I want to say it used to smell like chocolate. It doesn't anymore. It doesn't smell bad, but it's not going anywhere. It's very awkward to store this. However, it's a chocolate donut. I love donuts. I want to keep it. Okay, so this is my Hope in Bloom by Beauty Moon Cosmetics and Ice Cream Beauty. And this is what the color story looks like. And I love this shade, but it does not come across on your eyes like it does in this palette. And these are beautiful. They're beautiful. And I've used it once. And I love the cause because, like I've said, I have lost my mom to breast cancer. So this is super, super close to my heart type thing. However, in the grand scheme of everything that I own, this is not a palette that I'm going to reach for a whole lot. So I am going to go ahead and declutter it. Whew. Alrighty. DD Signature, the Ultimate Cappuccino. When I got the Ice Cream Beauty box last month, and I said that I had not tried anything from DD Signature, I lied. I had forgotten because this was in my bottom drawer and I don't ever reach into the bottom drawer, but I had forgotten that I had this palette. And this is what it looks like. This color is absolutely amazing. Like, I don't even know, like, if you can see, it changes from blue to purple. It's beautiful. Like, I can't get it to look like it does. Like right now, me looking at it, I don't know, sort of you can see, but it looks purple to me. And then it looks green. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. They're all very pretty, but I've only used this palette once. I'm going to pass it along to somebody else. BH Cosmetics. Am I not going to keep any of my BH Cosmetics? Probably not. It's okay. BH Cosmetics is another one of those, I don't know where they went brands. They filed for bankruptcy. Somebody else bought them out. They haven't put anything out in a while. This right here is the avocado toast. And grungy greens. So, so pretty. Absolutely love this color story. However, there are palettes in my collection that I reach for those colors specifically more than I would this one. So again, I'm going to pass that along. Whew, there's a lot of those in this. Okay, Urban Decay. I don't know if you know what this is, like what this is about, but I'm going to show you something. And I know you've probably seen it before. Does that look familiar in any way, shape, or form? If you know, you know. This is Urban Decay and Prince. Prince was one of my absolute favorite artists. And I never got to see him while he was alive, but I love, oh, maybe I should show you the inside of these. This is what this one looks like. And this is what this one looks like. Out of the two of them, this would be the one that I would reach for more than the other one. They're not going anywhere. These are sentimental to me because I love Prince. So they're staying. This one is also Urban Decay. And I have used this on multiple occasions. This is called Stoned Vibes. The cover of this is just absolutely gorgeous. The shades inside are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. However, again, if I'm going to reach for shadows like this, I'm going to look for other shadows. So this is going to go. Whew. Grogu. He's my little rambunctious little 2-year-old toddler. This is another one from Ofra. This is called the Good to Go. And Smile, You're Beautiful. And look at these. And I think I have used this, again, one time. And it has a blush, a highlighter, a bronzer, shadows. You can use this as a blush if you want to. You can use these as highlighters or these two on highlighters if you want to. You can use any of these on your eyes as a shimmer. You can use these as like the whole thing. It's, you take this is a one and done type palette. I'm not going to use it. It's going to go. I know. I told you. There's a lot in this one that's going to go. Venice Fling from Bailey Sarian and Estate Cosmetics. This is what this color story is. I used this one time. I didn't necessarily like the way the shadows perform, but it was Bailey Sarian. And I really wanted to support her. I actually think I got this. Was it in an Ipsy? It was in some sort of subscription box, and I paid for it specifically to get this palette, but I'm not going to keep it. Not because I don't like Bailey Sarian. I don't necessarily use Estate Cosmetics, but yeah. This palette was so disappointing. So disappointing. And maybe it would be different now, but this is Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld eyeshadow palette. This was a hype. Everybody was getting it. And I was like, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. Everyone said how wonderful this was, how great it was. It's beautiful. I love the grungy tones. I love everything about this. However, I used it twice, 3 times, and I did not like my looks any of the times. So maybe somebody else is better than I am. Maybe it's because I like bright, bold, in your face colors. I don't know if you noticed, but this is not for me. So it's going to go. And I'm a sucker. Because look at this cute packaging. Like, it's so beautiful. It's such beautiful packaging. And then you open it up and a huge mirror and a beautiful color story that I never use. I fell for the cover, the packaging, the thing. It's very big and bulky. You get very small shadows, but it looks like a book, and it's gonna book it out of here. Haha, sorry. Bad joke. Okay. Elf and Chipotle. Somewhere around here, I still have the avocado sponge that this came with. And, sorry, oops. I loved this when it came out. And it came out in, it does not say. And here's the color story. It's beautiful. It's laid out like you would go to Chipotle and order your food, like lettuce, guacamole. I had to take the screensaver and cut all of the names off and put them on here because I was not going to be able to save the screensaver or whatever. But I don't need this either. So it's going to go. I know, I told you, a lot of these are going to go. This is Alamar Cosmetics Spanglish palette. And again, fell for the hype, fell for the color story. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But it has 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. And it's not, they're beautiful, they're great, not my aesthetic. So it's going to go. Alter Ego and the Daydream. This is supposed to be a affordable dupe for a Huda Beauty, and I don't remember which one it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. Absolutely love it. Have not reached for it in years. It's going to go. And along those same lines, this is the Goddess palette from Alter Ego, and this was from a Natasha Denona, and I want to say, I don't remember what the color story, what the name of the Natasha Denona one was, but so many people absolutely love this, and I loved this. I used it a lot. It was beautiful. I loved the way my eyes looked. I love the color story. I love the neutrals and the greens. This would have been a great palette for me when I was a lot younger. I did a lot of brown and green looks. Like, I had a very distinct look that I did when I was growing up, or, younger. It's a beautiful palette, but I have other palettes that I like more. So it's going to go. I know, I told you, there's a lot in this one, but we're going to get to some that I'm not going to declutter a whole lot. This is just a whole lot that was in the bottom drawer that I don't use. So this is called Hello Charmer, and this came in BoxyCharm. It even says BoxyCharm. Hello Charmer. Or Hello Charmers, sorry. This is beautiful. And again, I don't ever reach into my bottom drawer. And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And this next one, I saw this. I saw one of the people that I watch all the time. I cannot remember which one it was at this point, but this is called The Blood Moon from Wendy, WENZDAE Cosmetics. I don't even know where I got the name from. It was from somebody that I was watching, and these are beautiful. And I use this palette again one time. One time. This looks white, but it's actually, and this is because I have used it, it's actually an iridescent. It shows up better in person than it does, in a swatch. They're beautiful. There's a pressed glitter. Not my favorite. So it's going to be decluttered. And this one really hurts me. Really hurts me. This is from Lunar Beauty. Beautiful outside packaging. This was Lunar Beauty's advent calendar last year. This is what they did last year. Love this. Absolutely beautiful. And if you've watched, I did a winter palette ranking video with the 8-9 winter Christmassy palettes that I own. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This does not match. It does not match the outside. If this color story matched the outside, like I can see this purple in the outside packaging, I could see that. The black I could see in there. These shimmers I could see in there. The shimmer formula is great. These colors over here are nowhere near any part of what's in the outside packaging. If it had been just a little different, it might be staying. But I think I've used this one time, and it's been in the bottom. So I think there were 36, and I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm keeping 13. And I'm getting rid of 23. That's a lot. My husband said, you don't need to get rid of everything. And trust me, I'm not going to. But these over here are not ones that I use. These over here are either ones that I want to use, or that I have used, or I'm going to use. So, or that I'm going to keep on display because of what it is and that type thing. So, like this one, I'm probably never going to use the shadows inside, but it's just so pretty. And I had to have. Had to have it. So anyway, that is my part 1 of my eyeshadow declutter series. I hope you like this. I hope you will stick around and see what's coming up next. I know somebody asked me to do a perfume review, and this is a very small part of what I've started with. It's a lot. It's a lot. I can't even tell you like what all the scents are. I can't even tell you which ones I like or don't like, because I can't spray the perfume and then smell it. It's just a lot. So I am working on it. But it's a lot to review. I could give you a review on 8 of my top scents or 10 of my top scents, but going through each and every single one that I own is a lot to do. So I might do just my top 10 or something like that. Anyway, so this is my first declutter. There's going to be more parts. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day.